Good evening, everyone. Welcome, and thank you for joining us. This is Shockoe Sessions Live. It's a weekly live video streaming concert series promoting Richmond's vibrant music scene and rejuvenating your soul with live music from the comfort of your own home. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Shockoe Sessions Live. It's Tuesday, and we are delighted to see you. Thank you for joining us. Nice to see you again. Again, this is your favorite date of the week, isn't it? Tuesdays at 7:30, right here. This is where we are. Shockoe Sessions Live. I'm Reese Williams. Shockoe Sessions does not disappoint in shifting gears, in diversity, in variety. This evening, we are honored. This is just incredible. We get to experience Hannah Magnelli and guests. She's a mezzo soprano. She is rapidly establishing herself as one of opera's brightest hopefuls. She is equally comfortable in opera, theater, the concert hall, the recording studio. She is, of course, trained and performed internationally, making her European debut singing Malika in Lakme with Bel Canto. I told her I was going to butcher all of these pronunciations this evening. Oh my gosh. That was in Tuscany, summer of 2019. And she's also the title role in Carmen in the Virginia Festival of the Voice, Cherubino in Capitol Opera's Le Nozze di Figaro, and the title role of Xerxes in Capitol Opera's, or in Handel's opera Xerxes in New York. She's worked with many incredible musicians, such as Daniel Barenboim, Sebastian Weigle, Lauren Green, Wolfgang Millgram. She holds a Bachelor of Music from VCU, and continues her studies with James Taylor and Giovanni Reggioli. That I can do. There we go. And speaking of James Taylor, that is part of her accompaniment this evening. We have James Taylor, Heather Fetrow, James Lynn, and Kristen Barney. But first, we're going to hear from Mr. James Taylor. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
This is a holiday show.
Oh, thank you. Happy holidays to you too.
What are you going to kick it off with this evening?
Oh, well, number one, my name is very easy to say, James Taylor. And we thought, since the Advent season began Sunday before last, Comfort Ye from the Messiah by Handel.
the voice of him that crieth in the wilderness, prepare ye the way of the Lord, make straight in the desert a highway for our God. Every valley shall be exalted, shall be exalted, shall be exalted, shall be exalted.
You never know what you're going to get with Shockoe Sessions Live. You know it's always going to be incredible quality and impeccable expertise. And wow. So, okay, tonight is
Should I come that way?
Tonight is a night of different instruments. Obviously not a guitar or drums or anything like that. Or it's the vocal instrument. What has the landscape been like for this genre since the pandemic? A lot of artists that we have
for the industry right now, it's not very good, and honestly, in the United States, it's not very good. Mm-hmm. People are doing what we can. Mm-hmm. I think most Americans don't understand that it is a proper industry, is a proper business, besides just being an art form. And there are many people across this country that are out of work.
When was the last time you performed?
Me? Mm-hmm. Back before March.
Yeah.
Except for a few concerts here and there that Charles and I do.
Yeah.
So as far as going out and doing, gigs in front of audiences, not happening.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not just for the young people that are in this. I have several friends who sing at every major house in the world, and they're all sitting at home unless they're either in Germany, where several of my students are back at work, and the opera houses there at Dresden, at Oldenburg, at Münster, and a few other places. They're back at work, very socially distanced while they're performing. But here in the States,
it's different.
It's slim pickings.
It's different. Well, we are so grateful you're here. We are
we
grateful
thank you
to
for the
provide the
chance and the
platform.
opportunity.
Yes, this is so exciting. So please, 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 everyone at home, make sure that you support us in every way you can by sharing the link. Of course, by donating, stuff that virtual tip jar. You can become a sponsor. Of course, follow everybody that you can online, like them, share them, subscribe to us. You can find us, of course, on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. We are here. They are here. And boy, are we lucky. This is 15 feet away from me. It's so neat. Your voice makes all of the aluminum resonate. It just, everything is vibrating. It's amazing. It's so cool.
Just wait till James Lynn gets in here a little bit. Not many Americans are used to hearing basses.
Oh, okay.
I'm more of a dramatic tenor, which makes a little bit more substantial with the color and the weight in it. Which we're going to get to hear a lovely lyric soprano in just a moment, which is a little bit different.
I can't wait.
But this is what we're talking about within this art form and of the voice is how to most empower the whole instrument. And hopefully we're going to show you some good examples of that tonight.
Please do carry on, please.
All right. Well, I'm going to let Heather come ahead. If that's all
Okay.
right.
Good evening, Miss Fetrow.
Good evening. How are you this evening?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Good. This is such a great opportunity. I'm fantastic. Thanks for having me
Absolutely.
tonight.
When was the last time you performed?
I've been singing at a few churches,
Okay.
socially distanced, live streamed, kind of like this. But that's been about it in terms of no opera singing for a while. I treasure this.
Well, I heard tech rehearsal, and clearly you have not missed a beat, so I'm very excited.
Thank you. I have great teachers and coaches. So I'd like to sing a little piece from La Bohème, actually, which a lot of people know, hopefully. It's Musette's Waltz, and it has a holiday connection that it's actually happens. The opera starts out, it's Christmas Eve. So Musette is singing to lots of revelers and people having a wonderful time. So hope you're having fun at home listening to this.
E
clanging of equipment shaking and rattling. I love it. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's incredible. Oh my gosh. And so what has this year been like for you as well?
It's definitely been a year of adaptation and trying to figure out ways to keep singing, exploring online platforms like Patreon. If you're familiar with Patreon, I have a few followers on Patreon, and actually doing another live stream next week to kind of engage with my supporters that way. So having to be very crafty and actually getting back to basics with practice has not been a bad thing either. Some time off regular gigs to focus on. Some of us do solo work and choral work and are very diversified. So to just focus on oneself and one's singing career as a soloist has been a little bit of a bonus in
Look at
that
that
way
silver lining.
Silver lining.
I do remember at the
exactly.
beginning of the quarantine when people had a lot of time, and of course we didn't know it was going to last this long, people were picking up crafts they hadn't picked up in ages and new hobbies, and everyone said, we'll just make the best of the time. So that's a great perspective to have.
Yeah, you just got to keep on keeping on, right? So
Absolutely.
yeah.
What do you have for us next?
Well, actually, I'm going to hand it over to my colleague.
Monsieur Lynn?
I will pass it off the torch.
I love the sliding doors.
Hello.
Hi there.
Hi there.
I'm adjusting. I'm getting myself looking my best for you.
Well, I'm on camera, so I'll do the same. Thank you.
So you are James Lynn. You are the other James.
I'm the other James.
And what has the landscape of your life been like since this started?
It's been tough. I'm not a career performer anymore, so I've got a desk job, which with a laptop you're pretty mobile. I do have 2 kids, so online school and quarantining and the way the universities perform with all these things, it's been something that we closely watched, but there's a lot of positive things going on.
Do you ever discipline them by bellowing at them in your operatic voice?
They're too used to it. They've heard it since birth, so they're immune.
No impact, huh? There goes Dad again.
Yeah.
What do you have up for us this evening?
Well, it's a Christmas program, so one of my favorite Christmas standards, Do You Hear What I Hear?
Beautiful.
Said the night wind to the little lamb, do you see what I see? Way up in the sky, little lamb, do you see what I see? A star, dancing in the night with a tail as big as a kite, with a tail as big as a kite. Said the little lamb to the shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear? Ringing through the sky, shepherd boy, do you hear what I hear? A song, high above the trees, with a voice as big as the sea, with a voice as big as the sea. Said the shepherd boy to the mighty king, do you know what I know? In your palace warm, mighty king, do you know what I know? A child shivers in the cold. Let us bring him silver and gold. Let us bring him silver and gold. Said the king to the people everywhere, listen to what I say. Pray for peace, people everywhere. Listen to what I say. The child, sleeping in the night, he will bring us goodness and light. He will bring us goodness and light.
Josie, is that your daughter, son?
It is.
Says, "Go, Dad."
Thank you, girls.
we love checking the comments on Facebook and YouTube, and you got to
fantastic.
go, Dad,
All right.
with a bunch of exclamation points. So you're doing something right.
Thank you.
I love it. That is beautiful. Okay, we're keeping
Come
up
on,
the revolving door.
Yeah, the fabulous Kristen Barney is
Kristen
up
Barney.
next.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good evening, young lady.
Good evening.
How are you?
I am doing well. I am grateful to be here.
And I will ask you the same. What has the landscape of your life been like since March?
Yeah, so for me, I have two passions. The first is singing. The other is working in mental health. I work at like a substance abuse and mental health treatment center. So for the past 8 months, that has taken precedence.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, I am really grateful for the opportunities to perform when I can.
We're thankful that you do both. Thank you for all you do. What will you be delighting us with this evening?
So I'm going to be singing Willow song from the ballad of Baby Doe. And in this, Baby Doe is lamenting the breakup of her marriage, but unbeknownst to her, she's being watched by the person that will actually become her next love interest.
Aww. Beautiful. Oh, just beautiful. That was lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I think we have a duet next, yes?
I think
Or is it Miss Hannah?
is singing an aria, and then we have a duet.
I love this.
Yeah.
This is it's almost like a variety show. It's,
Yeah, exactly.
This is Shockoe Sessions Live. We're here every Tuesday, 7:30. Please support in any way you can, whether you are just sharing the link, liking our channel, subscribing. We have merch, of course, Shockoe Sessions merch, so you can, of course, it's mostly drinkware, but I myself have my pint glass, my trusty pint glass. Of course, we need you to stuff our virtual tip jar, and we have a bunch of great shows coming up later. Let's see who we have coming up in coming weeks. Or we could just listen to our feature performer. I think I'd rather listen to our feature performer if I had my say. Young lady. The star of the evening, Miss Stellar herself. And again, I'm sorry for butchering all of the information in your bio.
It's okay.
And I claim to speak Italian myself. Can you believe it?
It's fine. You can get by.
Again, thank you.
You can be understood.
Thank you. Thank
but
you.
The effort's there.
Thank you. I appreciate it. An A for effort.
Yes, exactly.
What are you going to start with us for us?
So I will be singing Mon Coeur from Samson and Delilah by Cesson. This is from Act 2. This is so Delilah is singing to Samson. She's trying to seduce him in order for him to reveal his strength.
And how is this holiday related, young miss? Just because.
It's a beautiful aria. Yeah,
We'll
I
lump it
love
in. It's okay. We'll find a reason, even if it's thinly
Well, there
veiled.
are plenty of other non-Christmas stuff in it.
And Charles, you are just a delight to listen to. You are just amazing. I don't remember, you were here with Classical Revolution RVA last time, but I don't think I asked, what has it been like for you this year? I've been asking everyone, as far as frequency of playing.
It's been hard.
Yeah.
It's been when you're used to regularly performing and then all of a sudden everything is canceled. You have a lot of gigs lined up and it's all canceled, and you have to try to find little ways to keep it going. And of course events like this are great, virtual, it's safe, and so thank you for having us.
Oh, it's our pleasure. You got to keep the pipes warm, right?
Yes.
And now we get to the duet. I was getting ahead of myself earlier. I heard it during tech rehearsal and I was so excited.
So we welcome Kristen again.
Hello.
So we will be singing the Flower Duet from Lakme. This I'm sure everybody will recognize this piece. You've heard it in films, television, etc. So now you know where it's from. It's the Flower Duet from Lakme.
We can say we know.
You can say
We're opera pros now.
J'ai brûlé
That was beautiful. Oh, how lucky am I? Have you guys ever sang the opposite part? Or can you not because of your range? I don't know how that works.
The voice part. The Malika's Mezzo Soprano over Lakme.
So you'd never be able to sing that part and vice versa?
I mean, we could sing it, but it's not for the voice type.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I like it. That was stunning. Ms. Hannah, you have a message from Maria, who says, Hannah is the best singer ever. She's also the best friend ever.
Aww.
In the whole world.
Hi, Maria.
Let her know I said so. Craig Martin says, incredible, bravo. Hannah has such an amazing voice. Maria says, my parrot is also enjoying it. He started ringing his bell in his cage.
She has a parrot. Yes.
And you know what's so funny is a friend of the studio, Dave Parrish, who is a photographer, said his cat has been glued to the screen since we've been on tonight.
Oh.
So apparently cats love opera and parrots. And John Lawson says, lovely. Yeah, this is amazing. D. Gaelic says, beautiful flowery duet. Kristen and Heather and Charles, of course. Oh, thank you guys so much. This is amazing. And we have another duet of sorts coming up as well in the revolving door. And this time we have a different instrument. We had a few vocal or a few human instruments.
Yes, well, Charles gets to take a break on this one.
Oh, okay.
I am bringing in my very talented girlfriend, Arden Clark, who will be accompanying me on pizzicato violin. This will be De Vieni alla Finestra from Don Giovanni.
Say it one more time.
De Vieni alla Finestra.
Something about the window.
Please come to the window.
Okay. I got the finestra part.
Yes, this is the quintessential serenade, beckoning the young beauty to the window.
Ooh la la.
As Don Giovanni, Don Juan, is on to his next seduction.
De vieni alla finestra, oh mio tesoro, de vieni a consolare il pianto mio. Se neghi a me di dar qualche ristoro davanti agli occhi tuoi morir voglio. Tu c'hai la bocca dolce più che il miele, tu che il zucchero porti in mezzo al cuore. Non esser gioia mia con me crudele, lasciati almen veder mio bel amore.
Working so far, I think.
Oh, that's lovely that you guys get to play together. That's so nice.
We've been excited for this.
Yeah.
Collaborate. Yes.
Oh, bravo,
Yes.
bravo. That was lovely.
Thank you.
Okay, let me look at the lineup.
And she'll be back.
Okay, good.
Yes.
And your name is Arden, which the Latin root is ardent, right? Or passion. Ardente, Italian is ardente. So, love, passion. I like it. Bring it. Oh, we have Heather. I have comments for Heather. Come back, young lady.
Thank you so much for having
We have video comments for you.
Oh my gosh.
You left the stage. I wasn't able to say. Julie Menka says, Heather, you were amazing as always.
Oh, Julie's amazing. Right back at her.
Back at you. And Leon Harrell
Oh, Leon.
says, way to go, Heather. That was incredible.
What a nice surprise. Thank you, Leon.
Isn't that
Oh
so
my
much
gosh.
fun? I love being able to connect while this is live like this. It's so
fantastic.
much fun.
It's just so different, but it's really exciting, right?
Absolutely. So please, everyone watching, show your support. Make sure that you share it with your music-loving friends. You can become a sponsor, which is super cool and sexy, as we know. You can stuff the virtual tip jar, but please let everybody know who is performing tonight and making themselves vulnerable and sharing their passion with us. Let them know that they are appreciated. There. Stepping off the soapbox for just a minute.
Love that. Well, just to shift gears a little bit, I'm now going to perform a song by Schubert called Ave Maria, which, again, if you know Pavarotti, is one of his quintessential pieces. And so whenever I sing it, I think of what it must have been like to have that type of voice to sing it with, and just try to do it justice. So here's Ave Maria by Schubert.
Gratia plena
Oh, and did it justice. You did. That was beautiful. Lovely. I know, Charles, you're so fluid. It's amazing. It's just, I know you're touching the keys. I know it's happening, but everything is just so lovely and slick, and it's beautiful.
Some pieces I know better than others. This one I know very
Has it been a transition for you getting used to playing with so much gear on, or did you adjust quickly?
Jim, during the Erie Valley, I had a huge sneeze coming on. And I had to bite my lips almost to the point of drawing blood because, when I sneeze, it opens up. I mean, it's like a rainstorm.
I love her keeping it real. This is great.
So I'm glad I kept it in for the Schubert.
I appreciate it too.
These are things we have to think about now.
We do. What has happened, right?
Oh, thank you, my dear. And I see that we have, wait. Another comment from Daniel Adamsisk.
Adamchek.
I'm butchering everything this evening.
It's a hard one.
He says, beautiful as always, Heather. Thanks to you and all the performers for the beautiful music this evening. Lovely. And Dee Rubenstein says, sublime.
Aww,
Rubenstein. I called her Rubenstein.
lovely.
I just cannot speak this evening. But everyone's loving it.
That's
Even if I can't convey that they are.
No, that's fantastic. It's so great that they're turning out tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I see on the list we have
Petrol?
JCT next. JCT. We'll make rock stars out of you yet. I do want to take a quick moment and let everybody know that not only do we support musicians, we also support artists. And of course, holy smokes, the presentation this evening. Let me fill you in on what's going on behind me. Not just Sophia from the Golden Girls on my shirt tonight. Oh no, there's so much more going on in this corner. There is Stephen Lloyd. He's a self-taught artist from the East Coast. He attended airbrush seminars and picked up the art of motorcycle painting. And he's been working with automotive paints and metals, and this is what led him to the path of creating what he calls ground metal art. So it's somewhat rare and modern style of art that's made up of aluminum grade sheeting and automotive urethane paint materials. And what he does is it's called pigment flotation, where the colored pigments and solvents are floated onto the metal and then they're set on fire. That's where it gets interesting. He creates art because watching a work come alive from start to finish is very rewarding. This is amazing. He had to deliver it himself. It wouldn't fit in my car. This is amazing. You can find him at Stephen Lloyd Metal Art and Design on Facebook. I love the vibrancy of the color. I love the professional framing. The orientation of the pieces are incredibly versatile. This is amazing. Stephen, you are doing an incredible work. We have a clock on this end, and then this vibrant piece, which took quite a while to try to get rid of reflection and everything else, but I think we've done an incredible job. We really appreciate you loaning us these pieces this evening, and please keep doing what you're doing because it's very inspiring and colorful. We love it. Thank you very much. But yes, good sir, what do you have for us next?
Well, happy Christmas.
Happy yes.
I don't really get to sing much Christmas music, so I thought I would share some of my fun stuff that I get to play around with. So if you've got emojis that are flames, get ready for them.
Woo! Is this going to be Santa got run over by a reindeer or Grandma got run over by a reindeer?
No, because my little Baptist mother back in Alabama would very much have a problem if I sang that
I see.
But this is a piece from an opera by Richard Wagner. If you're from back home in Heflin, Alabama, where I'm from. It is called Siegfried, and so it's the third opera of the Ring cycle, which is a whole story about Norse mythology, or German mythology. And what's going to happen here is there's a young man named Siegfried. He's about 16 years old, and the one thing about Siegfried, he does not know fear in any shape, form, or fashion. And so there's a sword that has been broken, that is a magical sword, that was made by the gods, that his father had broken in the opera prior when his father was killed. So he's been challenged that nobody can reforge the sword. And, kind of like Lord of the Rings, the whole idea where you take Narsil, the shards of Narsil, and you've got to reforge it into Andúril. And here, Siegfried has been challenged because they say no one without fear can get the flames hot enough to be able to reforge the steel. So this whole song and the rest of it, which is the beginning of about 15 minutes of the final portion of Act 1, is him getting the fire ready.
Was musstest du zerspringen? Zu Spreu nun schuf ich die scharfe Pracht, im Tigerbrat ich die Späne. Ho, 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 hei, ho, hei, ho, Blaseberg, blaser die Glut. Fehlt im Walde wuchs ein Baum, den hab ich ihm Forst gewählt. Die braune Esche brannt die zur Kohl, auf dem Herd nun liegt sie gehäuft. Ho, 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 hei, ho, hei, ho, Blaseberg, blaser die Glut. Des Baumes Kohle, die brennt sie kühn, wie glüht sie hell und hell. In springen die Wolken, sprüht sie auf, ho, 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 hei. Zerschmilzt mir des Stalles Bräu. Ho, 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 hei, ho, hei, ho, Blaseberg, blaser die Glut.
I thought a little bit of waking up and some real good, fire would be fun.
And spoilers be darned, did he make it? Did he do
Yes,
it?
he makes it. It's actually an amazing story. If you like Game of Thrones, if you really like Lord of the Rings, the stories that Wagner puts together about Die Valkyrie, about his the parents that we meet. Great story. Siegfried, he forges this sword, and it is so sharp. He tempers it so beautifully that he cuts the anvil that he's forged it on in half at the end of the act. And in the next act, he goes and he kills a huge dragon because he knows no fear. And then he goes at the end and he bests the top god, Wotan or Odin, and to get to this fiery mountaintop where he finds this amazingly gorgeous woman who happens to be Brunhilde. And they sing like a 20-minute, 30-minute duet that's at the end of a long night for him, and she's all fresh.
Oh my gosh, you know your stuff.
Oh, I try.
A little bit. And how many times have you watched the Lord of the Rings trilogy?
I have read The Lord of the Rings since I was 8 years old. And for a kid like me, I remember being given The Hobbit when I was a kid. My parents gave me that, and then I was so hungry for more with that because I'm an ADHD kid. And I had it pretty severely. So down there, and during the 70s, people didn't know what to do with that, right? And so you gave me a book, and then they gave me The Fellowship of the Ring, and then they gave me the next one, The Two Towers, and they gave me the Return of the King, and I was, and I would never leave it. And so those stories, they're amazing stories, and they're such even though they're very, fantastical, there's so much reality within them.
And you find something new every time you read it.
Every time.
Yeah.
And it's about like reading the Bible.
Yeah,
it
absolutely. Thank you, good sir.
Oh,
We're going to
thank
keep
you,
the
ma'am.
revolving door going.
And thanks for the big man with the orchestra.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
I'll make way for
Ms.
you.
Hannah. I see on the list that we're getting much more Christmassy as it goes on. I'm so excited.
Yes, this is Christmas.
People around me are finding out how much I like Christmas, and it's kind of freaking them out. But I love Christmas. I've had my tree up for weeks.
Oh, I love Christmas. The lights, the music.
Absolutely. Eggnog.
Yes, hot chocolate.
Spiked eggnog. Hot spiked hot chocolate.
Holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Saviour's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till he appeared and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees, oh, hear the angel voices, oh, night divine, oh, night when Christ was born, oh, night divine, oh, night, oh, night divine. Chain shall he break, for the slave is our brother, and in his name all oppression shall cease. Sweet hymns of joy in grateful chorus raise we, that all within us praise his holy name. Christ is the Lord, that ever praise thee. O night divine, O night
Now the holiday season can begin. What are you asking for Christmas? Do you have a long list, a short list?
I haven't really given it much time.
Time's a ticking, girl.
I know. I've been so busy.
I'm sure. And we have Ms. Barney next, is that right?
Yes. Kristen.
This is so much fun. I love this variety. Mix it up.
Exactly.
And what are you asking for Christmas?
What am I asking for?
All good things, right?
Yeah, just good things. A good 2021.
There we go. Amen.
Yeah.
And what do you have for us at this point?
So I'm going to be singing A Christmas Lullaby, which is from actually a musical theater song series called Songs for a New World. So it's going to be like a little more musical theater-y. I'll never have the power to control the land, conquer half the world, or claim the sun. I'll never be the kind who simply waves her hand and has a million people do the things I wish I'd done. But in the eyes of heaven, my place is assured. I carry with me heaven's grand design. Gloria, Gloria, I will sing the name of the Lord, and He will make me shine. And I will be like Mother Mary with a blessing in my soul, and I will give the world my eyes so they can see. And I will be like Mother Mary with a blessing in my soul, and the future of the world inside of me. In the eyes of heaven, my place is assured. I carry with me heaven's grand design. Gloria, Gloria, I will sing the name of the Lord, and He will make me shine. And I will be like Mother Mary with a blessing in my soul, and I will give the world my eyes so they can see. And I will be like Mother Mary with a blessing in my soul, and the future of the world inside of me. And I will be like Mother Mary with a power in my veins to believe in all the things I've yet to be. And I will be like Mother Mary, and I'll suffer any pain for the future of the world. For the future of the world inside of me.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
You like Christmas musicals, don't you?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, the sincerity and enthusiasm, and that was beautiful
Oh,
for
thank you.
the
Thanks.
holiday
Yeah,
season
I
and
do. I love
musicals.
that one. Yeah. Thanks.
Who doesn't? How could you not?
Exactly. That's true.
All right, let me check. I believe we've got JCT. Who do we have next? Oh, James! The other James. There are only two, but we've got to keep track of the other James.
Hello. And Arden is joining me
lovely.
again for this one. Which
Beautiful.
Is great.
And we're continuing with the winter Christmas theme. This is The Snow Melts the Soonest.
Snow it melts the soonest.
Finally on the ball.
It's a early 19th century English folk tune, and Arden's instrument actually hails from about that time.
Oh, wow.
And she's actually going to show off that instrument a little bit more with Morrison's jig in the middle of it.
Please.
And of course, Charles will be joining us as well. Good.
Oh, the snow, it melts the soonest when the winds begin to sing. And the corn, it ripens fastest when the frost is settling in. And when a woman tells me my face she'll soon forget, before we'll part, I'll bet a crown she's fain to follow it yet. Oh, the snow, it melts the soonest when the winds begin to sing, and the swallow skims without a thought as long as it is spring. But when spring goes and winter blows, my love, then you'll be fain for all your pride to follow me where it cross the stormy main. Oh, the snow, it melts the soonest when the winds begin to sing. And the bee that flew in summer shone in winter cannot sting. I've seen a woman's anger melt between the night and morn. Oh, it's surely not a harder thing to tame a woman's scorn. Bid me farewell here, no farewell I'll receive. And you can meet me at the stile and kiss and take your leave. I'll stay here till the curlew calls and the martin takes its wing. Oh, the snow, it melts the soonest when the winds begin to sing.
Ooh, haunting. That was lovely. Absolutely lovely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Just beautiful. Great imagery. Like, you know, it just brings about beautiful images. Okay, line up, since I love this, the variety. We have, it is JCT next. Okay, I'll keep the Jameses straight eventually. Now that this is what the last time you're on tonight.
This is about my penultimate time. If my wife is watching, she'll go, "Oh, you finally got that word right." Yay.
Hey, at least you can speak. I'm tongue-tied this evening.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
And I see we have
And I'm
from...
really jealous of James because he got the shout out from his daughter.
I
And
know.
My daughters are probably one stuck in a room reading about geology and paleontology, and the other is
Aren't we all?
down in North Carolina doing some work too. And I'm like, yeah, great. Could be watching that.
What have you got for us for this performance?
I thought I would try something new tonight. It's I'm sorry for the glasses. You will know the tune because it gets sung all the time. But what's going on at this moment is a young man. This is this little opera set in China. A young man has been driven from his home, his kingdom, along with his father, and he comes to another kingdom, and he lays eyes upon this princess. And he instantly falls in love. But the problem with it is that he has to answer 3 riddles and answer them correctly to win her hand. If he misses one, they take his head. So in the second act, he answers all 3. Hope, blood, her name, which I won't tell you because that's my secret. And she is all verklempt, and she doesn't want to marry him. She doesn't want to be tied down to a man. Good girl. And so she goes to her father and begs him not to give her to this young man in marriage. And the young man says, I tell you what, if you can guess my name by the morning, you can have my head. And so when we find him here, he's listening to everyone, because everyone in the city has been, in Peking, has been, I gave you a hint, has been ordered to go find his name. And so he sings Nessun Dorma.
Nessun dorma, nessun dorma. Tu purio principessa, nella tua fredda stanza, guardi le stelle che tremano d'amore e di speranza. Ma il mio mistero chiuso in me, io nome mio nessuno saprà, e no, sulla dove di do, spende una luce, splenderà.
beautiful.
We are the Alabama Classical Connection.
Oh, that was so powerful. That was amazing.
thank you. Thank
Did
you.
you say your mother is watching? Did you say?
Oh, I
you
wish.
think she's tuning in?
I tried to, but sometimes technology and parents don't exactly mix
Yeah,
these days, which is okay.
Sometimes there's some
Which is okay.
supervision.
And Mom, if you are watching, I really apologize for that. You were amazing.
The empty nesters have chimed in. They said, "Love that I caught this." I don't know who they are, but they are excited that they found it. So
Yeah, because empty nesting really stinks. I have to admit.
I'm sure it's an adjustment. Emily Payne says, "I love this so much."
Hi, Emily. How are you?
Yeah, people are chiming in. This is amazing.
Fantastic.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. I think we have a duet now.
You're paving the way for a duet again. The lovely ladies, and we have comments for you guys as well. Again, Cousins World says, "Great job, Hannah and all." Who's Cousins World? Do we know them? Sometimes the usernames don't fit who they are, so.
Oh no, we need two music stands.
Okay, we can find those for you.
Yeah, I have no idea who this is.
Thank you.
And then
Yes,
Thomas
thank you.
Masseth, he says, "Hannah, James T, James L, Heather, and Kristen are all amazing. Charles Staples on piano is amazing as well. What a spectacular evening. Thank you, Hannah, for the Facebook invite." Thank you for spreading the word. So many people are just digging it. There was another one I wanted to let you know about. Well, there's one that I'll wait for the ensemble because it's a comment for a few other people as well. What duet do we have this eve?
Well, this is from Capuletti e Montecchi by Bellini. So this is Bellini's version of Romeo and Juliet. Beautiful, beautiful. It's unfortunately not done quite often, but it's beautiful music. And so this is a duet from Act 1, Romeo and Juliet. And I am trying to get her to come flee with me.
I'm like, but honor. No.
I never. That's what you say.
Exactly.
I never.
Fuggire, a lui non resta, altro scampo intorno estremo, sì, null'altro scampo intorno estremo, intorno estremo. Miglior patron rende questo, c'è migliore ovunque andremo, d'ogni ben che un cor desea, a noi luogo, a noi terra, d'ogni ben che un cor desea, a noi luogo, amor terra, a noi terra, amor terra, sì, per me la terra è ristretta in questi porti, in questi porti. Oui, ma nora che mi sul dritto al genitor. Io morrò se mio non sei, se odispemi a me rapita, ma tu pure alcun mi dei, sai cedi al mio duolo, al mio spavento, siamo perduti, senti siamo, se piacevole morti fa, di risparmio a questo cuore, maggior per orror maggiore, ma sia ancor vivo, no, e perché t'amo, no, e perché t'amo, no, 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 col vivo t'amo,
Translates to "I'm not that kind of girl," right?
Yes, very rough, but yes.
But did you win her over?
We shall see him.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you
so
so
lovely.
much.
I just kept finding myself closing my eyes and just sort of following the notes. That was beautiful.
Thank
Beautiful.
you.
And now we are jumping back into the Christmas spirit, correct? Yes. Let's bring everybody on board. We have a lovely comment from... Let's see. Empty Nesters wanted to say that James and Arden rock, love sister Kathy.
Which James?
The other James.
Oh. Thanks.
And Emily Payne says, kudos to James Taylor, my former teacher.
Emily!
And James Lynn, my former choir member, says, proud to have worked with you, with both of you. I think that is so sweet. Carol Wampler. Do we know Carol?
Yes.
Carol says, amazing performance, loved all the vocalists, and always love hearing Charles Staples play. Thank you. So please, look at this talent. Stuff the jar, stuff the jar. I don't know if it's proper form with opera singers on stage to have a chant and an anthem like a stadium, but stuff the jar. This is so much talent on the stage.
It is a season to give.
That's right. You better believe it. So please, please, please share the link with your friends. Become a sponsor. We know what we think of sponsors. Hubba, hubba. Oh, I love this. So this is our crescendo, yes? Our evening round out.
Finale for the evening. So we thought we would end it with a little bit of a caroling and some 4-part harmony, kind of.
Is this you going wassailing?
Wassailing? Yeah.
Wassailing?
Wassailing. I think so.
Oh
We can't thank you enough for, again, this amount of talent and expertise and experience and everything just right here together. Thank you so much.
And we can't thank you enough for having us.
Thank you. Happy holidays. I hope everybody gets what they want on their list. Hopefully nobody gets lumps of coal. You can join us again next Tuesday at 7:30, of course. And we need to thank, of course, our performers and thank everyone behind the scenes. We have, of course, Carlos, Andrea, Paul, Matthew, Eric, Billy, Charlie, everyone making it look beautiful, sound beautiful. Thank you. Be sure to share the link with everyone you know. Again, become a sponsor, stuff the tip jar. You know the drill. You're here every week. This is what you need to do. And hopefully you guys will now become watchers of us every Tuesday at 7:30. And we hope that, of course, you have a lovely holiday season. Thank you all. That is our show. That's a wrap. Have a good night.
Thank you.